Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today we are going to do Leetcode daily challenge increasing triplet subsequence. So let us first read this question, then about the constraint, and then about the dry run of this question. So in this question, given an integer array nums, return true if there exists a triplet I, j, k such that I is less than j less than k and nums of I less than nums of j less than nums of k. If no such indices exist, return false. So the thing here is that the indices which we are choosing, that should also be in increasing order, and the numbers which we are choosing, that should also be in increasing order. So like this way we will be finding out an increasing triplet subsequence. And as you know, here we are written with subsequence. That simply means that we can skip what we say, that integers which are being given to us in between. Means it is not necessary that it should be like this. It could be something like this also, means 1 and then 3 and then 5. So this is also increasing triplet subsequence. But here in this example, everything is in increasing order, so that's why any triplet where I, j, k satisfy is valid. And in the second example here, you can see that the whole sequence is given to us in decreasing order. So that's why we are obliged to return false. And here you can see that 2 is there, then 5 is there, and then 6 is there. So that why it is having true, because this one is also valid, and even this 1, 5, and then 6 is also valid. So everything like that means there are a lot of triplets which are being present here. So all of them are basically valid. So that's why they are returning here as true. So let us first see about the time constraint and also check that how we can do it. So here you can see the constraints are that this particular length which is being given to us, that could be up to 10 raised to power 5. That simply indicates that if we try to have a solution of n square, then surely that will give us TLE, because the way they are saying us that we are required to check that if we are having three numbers, right? So surely one would try to get into nested loop solution as a brute force, right? So there it will be giving us TLE only. That's why we are required to revise solution, which is either n log n or n solution. By this you can see that the numbers could be at as large as 2 raised to power 31. So, but as we are not multiplying or adding up, we are just comparing them. So that's why this thing doesn't matter much to us. So now, next thing this they have given to us is that could you implement a solution which runs in order of n, time complexity, and order of 1, space complexity. So, as per the constraints also being will, rather than going ahead with the nested loops, let us think about the solution which can work in order of n time complexity. And let us see that can we get that in order of 1, because here we are comparing, right? So while comparing, I guess we can come up with the order of 1 solution, but let us see. And one more thing, that this question was basically asked in Google. And this was the company which I found about this question. So yeah, this is one of the question asked in Google. So if we are able to solve today's question, then we are one level towards Google interviews and online assessments. So yeah, let us start with this question. So here you can see that if we take this particular, right, and then if we store in some variable, let me explain you with the whiteboard, or even I can explain on the screen only. Let me explain you on screen only. 1 minute, just I want to connect. I just forget to connect beforehand. So for this time period. Okay, 1 minute, 1 minute. So here we go. Uh, Now it is working. Okay. So here you can see that we are required to figure out with three numbers at least, right? So rather than starting from this one, let us start, means rather than start, like we can go ahead with a two pointer sort of solution as well. But then I thought that it will let us to have much more if else conditions. And that also in nested form. So that won't be a good solution for us. So here, if we first take this, now because it is all about comparing, so let us make a sequence completely like this. Means let us compare this first element which is being given to us, that is 1. If 1 is, let us see that if we can take two integers, say x and y, and both of them we take it as int max. And why I'm taking int max? Because now we will be comparing these x and y with whatever number we will be going to get from this particular array. So that's what we will be going ahead with. Is we will be making a completely sequence like this. Now how we are required to compare? Now first things comes up. We will first check that if this first number which is being given to us, our I would be there, right? If nums of I which is being given to us, if that is basically less than or equal to x, right, then we will be assigning this nums of I to the x. That would be our first thing. So this will help us to figure out with our first element. Basically, it will be starting from this only, right? So as this int max which we were taking, so the first element would by itself selected, right? Then by else if condition, not by just if, but by else if condition, because we also want to check that the number now next which we are choosing, that should be basically greater than this x also. It shouldn't be like in the less than condition. So if now that is the case, now we will be checking that if nums of I is basically less than equal to y. If that is the scenario, then we will be updating this y also with this nums of I. Now this is that scenario when basically whatever number which is being there, that is also less than this x also, right? So then it will be assigned to y. So now we got the increasing sequence, right? Else, if that number is greater than both of them, means this one also and this one also, then we will be directly returning true. So that is the thing which we can directly go ahead with. Because of this means now what we are doing is we are directly increasing the sequence only, means x is basically less than y because of the condition which we have written. Then y is basically greater than this x, right? You can see because of this condition. And then z would be completely greater because if that particular number is not less than x, right? And not less than y, then surely it would be greater than both of them, right? So that's why that would be our next number z. So this is the thing which we are required to think in this particular solution, that how we are required to go ahead with the same. So let us check for some more example for this only. If we see in this 543, right? So in this 543, how the things would be. So first 5 would be selected, right? So first when 5 would be selected as our x, right? Then because now 5 is selected, now next 4 will be there. Now 4 is basically less than our x, right? So now x will become 4. Then it will see 3, then x will become 3. Then it will see 2, then x will become 2. Then it will see 1, then x will become 1. So it will never reach these conditions. So at the end it will be returning as false. So this is how we can check that is these things are potential answer or not. So that is the whole scenario which we are required to consider here. Now let us check for the last example which is there. That is this one. So here x equals to 2. First would be that. So now then it will check 1. So now x will become equals to 1. Now it will check 5. So 5 is basically greater than, right? So now y will be 5. Now it will check for 0. So 0 is basically less than 1 also, right? So now x will become equals to 0, right? And now when we check for 4, so 4 is basically less than 5, right? So now y will become equals to 4. Then 6 which is there, so 6 is greater than this, greater than this. So now it will come to z, and that's why it will return true. As if it wouldn't have returned to the z condition, then at the end it would have returned as false. But as it has entered the z condition, so that's why this particular will return true. So this is how we are required to do this particular question. Now let us go ahead with the coding part. And as you can see that this was directly straightforward question, and just we were required to think as per the what we say these examples only. If we would have just thinking that how we can create an increasing sequence by just comparing each and every variable which is being there, then we would have been surely come up with the same. So here it is straightforward that if our x which we are taking from our nums, if that is less than equals to c1, means the variables which we are taking c1 and c2, then we will be updating that. Then if our x is basically greater than our this c1 also, right? So it will go to this else if condition and it will check that if it is greater than or if it is greater than the C2, then surely it will not come in this condition, then it will go ahead with the else condition. But the thing is that that case won't be generating at any moment. Um, Here you can see like if we take example like see whatever which are being there means when we were taking this one also, right? So first it was just filling these only. Means if a number is basically less than or equal to this, so it will fill up this particular, right? So now comes the next part. That if a number is basically greater than this, but it is less than this, right? Or equal to, then it will fill up this particular. See, at the starting only we are taking with int max. So nothing could be greater than int max, right? It will be going to this particular only at that moment if it is greater than this particular. And at the first moment it won't be greater. At the second moment only it can greater. So then only it will be going to this number and then also it will be checking that is it less than or equal to. But when it was not updated at the means even at the first time it was not updated, so surely our C2 would be equal to int max only, right? So because of that fact only, when this particular gets updated, then only it will be entering this particular condition, else it won't enter this particular condition. So that's why this solution is perfectly valid. And at the end, we are returning false when it don't enter this else condition. So yeah. And as you can see that this particular is one loop solution, so it is order of n only, and we are not using any auxiliary space, so that's the order of one space complexity. So yeah, this was all for today's question. If you have any doubt, you could comment that down. And if you like the explanation, please do like and subscribe to the channel. So this was all. Thank you.